This is our review from the pop quiz. What is this structure? It is not the Starship Enterprise. It is not a Stingray. It is not a skinned Mogwai or a Xenomorph or any of that stuff. Y'all need to come to class more often. I can tell you that right now because this is the female reproductive system, at least most of it. We are missing some vital parts that I just want to touch on here for a second. No pun intended. The outside portion of this is actually called the vulva, the visual part that you're used to seeing. And there you'll find the bulbs of the vestibule, the clitoris, some of the, we'll call them fun parts. The vagina itself has nerve endings, can provide pleasure, but is not necessarily the way you get to the big O. Just FYI for anybody who's watching this. Now, the vagina leads up to this portion here. This is called the uterus. The top is called the fundus. This is about the size of an apricot or a small pear in most people. Okay, let's not get hung up on size. People with a uterus, I know you guys love that term, come in a lot of shapes and sizes, and this varies just like they do. From there, we're going to branch out into these two tubes. Now, a lot of people called them fallopian tubes. I call them uterine tubes because Fallopian was a doctor who discovered them. No shade on him, but at the same time, uterine tube is accurate. The uterine tube is passageway for the eggs. It is also where fertilization takes place. It comes up, it ends in these macabre little catcher's mitts called fembrae. And I call them catcher's mitts partially because of a comment, but also that is what they are. They have little finger-like projections that kind of sweep the surface of this, the ovary, and actually ferry that egg down into the uterine tube. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, isn't that closed system? No, it's not. There is a space between the ovary and the fembrae, and sometimes those eggs can get lost, and that is how you end up with an abdominal ectopic pregnancy. From there, we're going to go inside here because we referenced that little doorway. That is going to be the cervix. That is where sperm swim up into. This is also intrauterine devices, cervical biopsies, that kind of thing are this little door on the outside here. Inside, we have the endometrium that's shed every month during the menses cycle. This is going to be the myometrium. That's the muscular part that causes contractions, also causes cramping during the period cycle. And then we have bonus question is, does this exist? Yes, this is the broad ligament of the uterus. So that is absolutely there. It helps hold everything into place. It's also a mesentery for the entire organ system. I think we covered everything, but if you have a question, you know what to do.